All right, today I'll be talking about multi-sounds. And basically in a video game, the reason you have multi-sounds, if you think about a player staying in a level or a room for any extended period of time, they're not going to want to hear the same sounds looping over and over again. Um, I'm going to use an example where a player gets hurt. So every time he gets hurt, he's not going to want to hear the same exact sound, or she is not going to want to hear the same exact sound. You're going to want to randomize it. And you could get crazy with this and put in thousands of these variants, but a typical game usually has 10 to 15 to 20 variants of the sound. And this is an event. And think about it as well. I think it'll make more sense once I start doing it. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to right-click in the Events window. You're going to select the Events tab, and for those people who are on Mac, I'm on Mac. It might behoove you to get a mouse with a right click. It'll just make your life so much easier. So I'm controlling, clicking, right clicking. I'm going to go new event. I'm going to add a 2D event. And you say, well, how is this multi-sound? You'll see. And I'm going to title this Hurt Sounds. And then you're going to, on the timeline, you're actually going to right click again. And you're going to go add multi-sound. And you'll have a container. And this is where the timeline is a little bit different. This is just showing you triggers. It's not necessarily a timed event. So it doesn't matter how short or long this is. Well, ultimately it will, but we'll talk about it. But it's not going to affect your sounds. It's just a container holding your sounds. And there's a couple ways that you can get sounds in here. You can actually find, like I have my Hurt audio sounds over here. You can actually drag and drop them right into the sound file. So that's one way. The other way is you can go up to File, Import Audio Files. And I've already done this, and you can just select them by clicking on the first one, shift-clicking down to the bottom one, and go Open. And you'll get a dialog box that will put it into, I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it, into your Assets folder. So I'm going cancel. So now that I've done that, you look at my assets folder, there's my Hurt sounds. So same thing, I can select the first one, shift click, and now I can actually drag them right into my container. Or the other way you can do this too is just drag them right onto the timeline and it'll create another multi-sound for you. Now if you want to get rid of one, just click on it and delete and it's gone. So that's your multi-sound. That's several ways of getting the sounds into the container. Now, when you play this, if you'll notice down here, when I click on this multi-sound, you have another window that opens down here. You have a little dice up here. Basically what that's telling you is it's randomizing the playlist. So here's my first sound. I'll do it again. Whoops. So now it's playing the next one. Hopefully you can hear that. Third one. And the fourth one. So it's randomizing, and the idea behind it is it won't play the last sound it played twice. It'll go to the next sound. You can select this, turn this off, and have them play in order if you want to do that. But understand that the timeline is a visual representation of what's going on. It's not a sound editor. It's an event editor. Now, if you want to take, let's say you want to change this. This is the great thing about working in FMOD or any middleware, is if I click on the sound here, I now have a representation of this sound. And let's say I'm going to play it. There it is. Now I want to change the pitch of it. So I'm going to lower the pitch a bit. Now let's listen to it. So I've now created basically a new sound. So the cool thing about this is, so let's say, I'm going to undo this so it's back to the original. So let's say I have my audio sounds over here. And I'm just going to take, I don't remember which one this is. I'm going to take the first sound and I'm going to duplicate it. Actually, what I should do, let's just duplicate over here. So Command D on Apple. Don't know what it is on PC. I'm going to make 4 different sounds of this now. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another multi here, and I'm going to control click under where it says audio 1. And you may want to, and I'm going to go to add audio track. So now I have audio 2. Now I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to import them. So let's do this. File, import audio files. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's create a, I'll do this a different way so you can get this. Let's create a multi-sound. So there's my container. And I'm going to drag my files since I imported the other ones. I'm just going to drag these right into here. And boom, there it is. So now if you notice, it's popping up in my assets. There it is. All right, so I'm going to mute this. So now you'll be hearing this randomizing, but you won't hear any randomizing because it's all the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first one. I'll keep that one, but I got to change it. So I'm going to change the pitch up a little bit. See what that sounds like. Change it up a little bit more. Then I'm going to change this one down so you can get an idea of what we're doing here. I'm going to change this one down quite a bit. Kind of like that. Then this one I'll change up quite a bit. And I'm just doing this for the sake of showing you what's happening. So now we can mute this and we can hear these sounds play randomly. Oops, actually I didn't mute that. Let's try that again. I think you're going to see where I'm going with this next. That was a little too short, but. So that's my new set of sounds. Now I can unmute this and combine both these tracks. So now I've got some really interesting stuff happening here. So just by using the same 4 sounds, basically, I could create, multiple layers, etc., etc., etc. And it's nice. This is a nice way, and this sort of shows you the power of middleware to do all this. So now I've actually created some pretty unique sounds, basically using my same audio files and haven't added anything. So go to the Events tab, create some multi-sounds, and experiment a little bit. And we're going to talk about more about how to morph these sounds and do other things with it.